Okay, gamers, this is the morning. We are going to attempt to fix the PC. Now, I've gotten a lot of comments last video saying, oh, just fix it, it's gonna be so easy. They say, oh, it's probably just your CPU cooler, it's not attached correctly, and I agree with that. That's what I suspected was the problem, so that's what I'm going to do this morning. I'm going to reseat the Noctua cooler. It's the best air cooler out there, so really it shouldn't have any trouble cooling the CPU that I have. It's not even the highest end CPU you can buy, so that's that. And also I have the Dougie here to help me this morning. She's gonna help me figure this out. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. So I've got my screwdrivers here. I've got a bunch of screwdrivers. No LTT screwdriver because I can't afford that. And I guess we'll get started. We're gonna start unplugging things. So here we go. Okay, so we moved our chair out of the way. Gotta get down here underneath the desk. Let's see, so I've got to, let's unplug the switch. Okay, unplug. And pop that back on there. Yep. Okay. On the bed. And now, let's see, we'll move this and this. And get under here. We're gonna flip the switch on the power supply, whatever that is. I don't know if this is necessary, but I'd like to do it anyway. And the green light turns off. And unplug. And HDMI. Let's see, does this display port have a... I don't know if it has one of those mechanisms. I don't think so. Okay. USBs will come out. And now we should be able to, okay. You can see how cramped it is in there. I mean, this is the biggest cooler that could fit in this case. So, let's start undoing the thumb screws. Okay, this is just a plastic panel, so not too bad. The first time, so when I actually built this PC the first time, that was 4 years ago. It had different GPU, different CPU. I was running NVIDIA 1660 Ti. And I had watched a Linus video, and this was like the mid-range PC at that time, so but I've upgraded it since. And what you barking at? Okay, I'll let you out. Go ahead. I guess she's not gonna help. She's just gonna bark. As chihuahuas do. Okay. So this was the mid-range PC. I've upgraded it since then. It's been a pain ever since. So let's see. We're gonna move. I want to move to the middle of the floor for more space, so bear with me. Okay, so I think that the plan is to take out the entire motherboard because we're gonna have a heck of a time accessing anything in there the way it is. I don't think I can get the fans off the cooler to unscrew the cooler without taking it out. So I'm gonna take the motherboard out, put it on the motherboard box, which I think, yeah, I do still have it. It's up there. And we're gonna do the receipt on the cooler. So let's see. I'm going to try to put you guys on a stand so that I can deal with that. Okay, hopefully that angle is pretty good. So also the time is like 11:12 in the afternoon, in the morning. So we're going to hopefully get this done somewhat quickly. Okay, so we need to, I think we'll start by removing the graphics card because that's the easiest, quickest thing to do. So we'll take out the power cables. Okay, and we need a screwdriver for these nuts over here. These nuts. Go. Now, I'm always kind of overly careful with these things because I don't want to break anything, obviously. And it doesn't help that I have shaky hands. So, doggies. My point is, the point of this video is kind of like, this is a pain. And I can't there's a clip down there. I don't have a flashlight. I'm gonna use this phone. Okay. So, there's a clip down there that I can't access very easily because the quarters are very tight in here. Let's see if I can get to this thing. There's a catch on the PCIe slot. So let's see if I can find it. It's hard for me to even see it. I don't see it. There's going to be a lot of struggling in this video, I think. Is that it? I don't know. I can't see it. It's like, it's hidden under the GPU. I think I've taken this GPU out before. Okay, so these are the fans. Those are the case fans. And they're perfectly in the way. I can't feel it. Okay, I feel it with my index finger. Now, it's just a matter of getting it, releasing it. You know what? I'm gonna pause here because this has been 4 minutes already, and it's gonna take me a while to find it, to release this thing. So I'll start the camera back up when I pull the GPU out. Okay? You know what? I decided to give up on that. We're gonna pull the motherboard out before we pull the GPU out. I'm hoping that it's not hiding any screw. Oh crap! It's hiding a screw. I can see the screw under there. So we can't get the motherboard out without getting the GPU out first. So let me work on this more. Okay, so you can't see very much here, but I stuck the phone down here and I can see the retention mechanism, and I pushed it down and it popped up a little bit, so I'm hoping that's good. So now we're going to try to pull the GPU out. let's see what's going on here. This screw is kind of in the way, so we'll undo that one. Okay. Oh, heaven. So that took like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 minutes. You see that? Okay. Let's see. You probably zoomed out. Let's see. No. It's gotta. Let's see. There we go. Right there is the mechanism, and I had to, like, with the screwdriver, come in through like that and push it down underneath the CPU cooler. So that was a pain. We are going to now try to get the motherboard out. So we're gonna have a lot of things to unplug. We have to undo this screw over here to get the Wi-Fi card undone. Let's see. There's that. We need to undo the back side of the Wi-Fi card from the case. I think we can just leave the Wi-Fi card on there because I don't think it's blocking anything. It might be. Did I see a cable down there? Okay, those will go right there for now. Let's remove this. That's for the case fan. Let's see. So we can leave those all tied up together. Should be fine. And now, this is SATA connection for the, let's see, what is it called? It's SATA SSD that I have. Okay, that was the case controls for the USB and for lights and stuff up here, and power button. Okay, this is the motherboard. Power. There's a clip on this side that I'm pushing in. I'm trying to undo it, but it's quite a beefy connector. This is all friction fit at this point. There we go. Okay. Let's see. I think there are probably more things up there. Let's see. What is this going to? Is this going to the CPU fan? I think so. So now we have to unscrew the motherboard. What is this going to? Okay, so put the Wi-Fi card there for now. There are a couple things here. Case fans, more case fans. I have plenty of case fans. 2, 4, 5, 6 case fans. So literally every fan slot in this case is taken. And this one is intake. I might change that. This one was exhaust at one point, and it was doing ever so slightly better, but not that much, because these are both intake. They send air this way, and if this is exhaust. It just pulls it up through the CPU cooler. And this one's exhaust. This one's intake. So, but this one is mainly to give fresh air to the GPU. And this made a massive difference. I know it's not ideal to have an intake at the bottom of your case, but it really made a big difference in how the GPU was doing. The GPU can run at max load now without any trouble at all. So let's see. We're going to undo all of our... I hope that is not blocking anything. Please tell me it's not. Okay, I can see... I can see that I cannot see. I'm hoping that we can reach that screw there. We may need a longer screwdriver. So let's go in and loosen all the screws that we can see. This screwdriver is not actually magnetized. I just rubbed it with a magnet. So it is slightly magnetic at this point. Magnetic enough to hold onto these little motherboard screws. Okay. There. I haven't pulled this motherboard. It was put in here like a year ago, a year or two ago. So it has been a while since I had it out of the case. And I just replaced the GPU. I put a better one in, 7900 XT. I think the AMD cards have been causing me some issues, but obviously part of the issues I've been having are because of the CPU temps. Okay, so we do need a longer screwdriver. So I'll go grab that and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I got 2 screwdrivers. I'm hoping this one's not too big, because I think it's our best bet. Although, let's try this one. No, that's not gonna work. Please. Okay, that one's undone. Of course, we can't get it out of there. Hey, don't eat screws. Got dogs over here trying to eat stuff. Yeah, I know. Okay. Another screw. That one's undone. I could, I'm gonna go grab a magnet so that I can use these to get the screws out. Let me do that real quick. Okay, we're back. We've got the magnet. Let's try to get that screw out. Gimme. 2 E's. Gimme. Please. Come on, baby. I need my screw. This is horrible. Okay, it's not coming out. It just wants to stay in there. My magnet is not strong enough. Not strong enough! Okay. Well, let's see if this one will do. Nope. Okay. Whatever. Let's see. Is that all of them? I think so. Let's see. I did not. I need to take out this one. Audio connector. Okay. And we have more USB that I did not take out. Easier to see from this side. Come on. Come on. Get out of there. Okay. Let us. There, I can see the CPU fan header down there, but I don't think that'll matter because it should be all local. I don't see any more screws. Let's try taking it out. We're gonna lift. Did we miss one? I really don't see any more screws. I need to lift kind of this way. I feel like I'm missing one. It's hard to see though. I think I already undid you. Yeah. You shouldn't be hanging on. I know you're down there. Yeah. I already undid you. Let go, I say. Okay. Okay. That's a good sign. So, now, let's get the motherboard box. So I have something to set it on. Okay. Motherboard box. Let's see. I want to be. Let's see. How is the? Come closer to me. Put this here. Oh, we still have the CPU power cable on there. Well, some of these things are going to be so hard to get back in there. And how am I going to get that out of there? The CPU power header is right there. It's like down in this small little gap that I cannot get to. I'm wondering if I even want to take the motherboard all the way out to do this. I mean, I kind of do. I want to do it right. Make sure it's on there. So, let's see. How am I? Maybe if I lift this end of the motherboard. Come on. Out of the way. This motherboard is so tight in here. Let's see. Is there, it's not a good idea to stand this up right now because I don't want the motherboard falling out. I think we're just gonna have to shimmy it a little bit. Because there's no... Okay, first of all, on this case, there's no way for me to take this top panel off. If I could, that would make things so much easier, but it's all like riveted together, so there's nothing I can really do about that. That CPU header, not fan header, but the CPU header is going to be so much of a problem. I'm thinking. I don't know the best way to go about this here. There's our Wi-Fi card. This is also going on the bed. Almost there. I can almost grab it. Okay. Let's just take this header off. I think it's stopping us somehow. Okay. Motherboard's out. That took a lot. Maybe we can use this time to also route our fan cables better because let's see. I only had 2 fans before, I think. Yeah, and they weren't Noctua. So all of this junk is after the fact. But let's move that out of the way for now and get on to the main event. So we need to pull off these metal linkages and we'll set this to the side. Same here. It doesn't look like it's on there wrong. It never... I put this on exactly according to Noctua's instructions. So I don't understand how it could be wrong. And it seemed like a really simple, intelligent design. And I had a smaller Noctua cooler on here that wasn't enough before. I didn't think it would be enough when I tried it, and then it wasn't, so it didn't surprise me. But I did take off the old hardware and I put the new hardware on for this cooler too. Now we can see the thermal paste as well. And I have a paper towel. Let me grab that over here. Okay. We should be good to go. Release, I say. Used this one. So this is one of those CPUs that you're supposed to do the offset on, because one side of the CPU gets hotter than the other. So that's why we have these brackets for the offset. It's an AM5. Let me go grab the Noctua box and see if I can find the instructions. Because, great, the, are screws still in here? Yep. Okay. Where's the other one? The thermal paste looks good. So I'm wondering if maybe I just don't have the offset in the right direction. Because that would do it, probably. Instructions in here. There we go. And I have more thermal paste. I'll probably just use this because it's not that old. It's probably like half a year old or something. Does it give me more? Ooh. Wait, are these just extensions? Yeah. What is this? Okay. I wonder if this makes it easier. We'll try that. They come with a screwdriver. I don't remember that. Okay. This looks like Intel. Just AMD. Here we go. AM5 and AM4. We are AM5. Let's see. We certainly have the AMD stock backplate. Yeah. On there. We have our 4 plastic bits. They look like they're all the way on there. Okay. Yes, we took off the stock mounting system. I do remember doing that. You can see it's not on there anymore. Okay. Yes, so on AM5 and Ryzen 5000 series AM4 CPUs, choose the minus on AM5 and Ryzen 5000 series AM4 CPUs, choose the minus 7mm offset hold position to ensure optimal contact quality and performance. That's what we did. We did the offset. We did the minus 7mm position. There are only two positions, 0 and minus 7. This all looks right, which is somewhat unfortunate. Yep, this points to the CPU, so does that. I've got the right parts in the right place, south and north. So that's all right. So, what does it say about tightening it down? Is there anything specific? I applied thermal paste just as it says on here. Fastening the heatsink, please for receptacles with the Intel installation. Fastening the heatsink to the CPU. Please first take off the center fan. Center is spelled S-C-E-N-T-R-E. Yep, we did that. Put the heatsink on. Screw it to the screw threads of the mounting bars. Perform 2 to 3 turns on each screw. Then repeat until both are fully tightened. Okay, well, let's wipe off this residual thermal paste. And the thermal paste looks like it's in good condition. So I don't think that was the problem. Definitely not. Still nice and soft. That looks good. And now we'll do this one. I almost want to put thermal paste on the heat sink, but I don't think I will. I know, you guys are cringing at that thought. There's no plastic on this either, so that's not the cause of the problem. Just make sure there's no... Yeah, there's no plastic on this, so that's not the problem. Well, I guess we reapply thermal paste and tighten it back down and hope that that solves the heating issue. So we'll do it the same pattern as it recommends on here. It wants a pretty good sized dot right in the middle. Okay. And then it wants 4 smaller satellite dots just inside the edge here. A little more. Okay. Maybe we'll just put just a smidge more for insurance in the middle. That should be good. We'll put the cap back on. And now it said 2 to 3 turns, so we'll do that. It doesn't look like this is directional in any way. So let's see. Why don't we put it so that the brand is, there's branding on the top here. We'll just make sure that that is vertical. Okay. So we'll use their weird screwdriver thing. This is not on there right. There you go. It's kind of hard to line up, but should be solid now. Okay. Let's get a couple turns on here. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Hands are so shaky, always. We on the threads yet? Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This one feels looser.
That's not nice.
Hey. I'm not talking to you. Siri thinks I'm talking to him. No. Okay. 1. This is all the way tight. 2, 3. That's all the way tight. I cannot tighten it anymore. It's as tight as it goes. I think. Yep. Yep. Installation done exactly as Noctua recommends. So now we have to reassemble this whole thing. What time did we start? Okay, so this has been, it's 11:56 now, so I don't remember what time we started. I think it was like 11:12. So it's been like 40 something minutes, 45 minutes. Okay, something like that. Now, we want them to blow this way, because the sticker indicates Wait a minute. Think. Yes. That's an intake fan. It's blowing air in. We want this to blow toward the back, not the front. So this is still right. Now I don't remember. Is there a certain way it wants us to do it? Why don't we disconnect these from each other real quick, just to make things easier to plan out. We need one in the middle, definitely, so we'll have it strapped to this one. And the cable is coming out the top, that's ideal. Okay, we want it down basically as far as it goes, so. This looks good. Let me turn this toward me so I can get a better angle on it. Okay, so we're gonna pull this up and onto here, like so. And the same thing on this side. Okay. And now we had the other one over here, but I don't remember why. Is it because it catches on the ram, maybe? Let's see if we can't get it like this. That seems fine. I mean, it sticks up a little high. Maybe I should try it on the other side. I just don't like... Wait a minute. Yeah? Okay, if we wanted it on this side, we would have to swap around the metal pieces that hold it. Oh, that's convenient. It has, it has a flow pattern on the bottom. Kind of wish it was on the top. Whatever. Okay, so we'll have this one like this. Can we go down any further? That's good. Okay. There we go. There we go. Is that the same height? It's just barely higher, but I think that's as low as I can go because there's a heat sink on this motherboard that's kind of getting in the way. Maybe this tower is struggling a little bit because both of them are attached to this one. So why don't I try swapping the metal pieces on this one so that they face that way. Wait. Oh, this was on the wrong way anyway. Yeah. Sorry. I'm not thinking. Okay, so we do want it to be attached here like this. Yes. So both of them have, yeah, the flow going this way. That's what. I remember having to double, triple check that. Is this, it's kind of crooked. See if we can go down one. That's good. Okay. That's the best we can do, I think. Let's kind of route this down the side there. Okay. Now we can hook these two back together and attach them to the CPU fan header. There's one. There's the other one. I wish there was a way to kind of make sure these are tighter on here. Is there a way I can kind of route this that would accomplish my goals? We'll just stick it on the fan header and deal. Okay, that's on there. These kind of just have to be in the way. I don't know if there's a better way to kind of deal with them, but they're always going to be in the way, I think. Although, I hate this. Okay. Maybe we can have them have this one underneath here. Well, we do have those extensions. Maybe we can, let's extend this one. This one, and we'll bring it down underneath the cooler so it's kind of out of the way, like so, and hopefully it'll stay there. Connect these real quick. Perfect. All the fans were spinning as well, so that wasn't a problem. You know, I've complained about this computer a lot, but I legitimately do want it fixed because I spent a lot of money on it, and even though I'm having a ton of fun with the Xbox right now, I am ready to have a computer that's fixed. I don't think if you're just someone that wants to game, I don't think you need a computer. And some people were getting angry at me because I said that you can't do work on an Xbox. But it's nice to have a dedicated gaming device, because if you have work to do and you're on your gaming device, well, you can't do your work on it, which is good because you're not going to feel guilty about playing games on it. Okay, so let's try. I guess we could just. Okay, we did route a couple of these behind. How do these... Why don't we just get the motherboard in and connect up a bunch of stuff? And then worry about routing some of these things behind later. I'm hoping that we can do that. Do we want to get the graphics card on? We probably don't want it to be in the way, so we'll do it afterwards. Okay, let's try to get this motherboard in here without smushing any of our cables. We kind of want them to be out of the way. I really gotta remember that one's right there. This one. I think the main thing is going to be get the CPU in, get the CPU connector for the power supply. This is going to be easy, hopefully. I already hate it. Hang on. What the heck is this doing? Can we route this a better way? I bet we can. Let's put it down through here. Oh, we can do even better than that. Let's go down through here. Oh, that's gone forever. Oh no. Gimme. Okay. Pinch. Come on. Come on. Okay. Here we go. And we'll do the same with this one, I think. I'll just go through here. That'll be fine. And this one's kind of a disaster, but I think it's gonna be okie day. This one. Okay, you get over there. And there, and kind of get out of the way, please. Okay, here we go. This is such a pain. You see how much of a pain this is? I literally, for the Xbox, just had to plug it in. If I didn't have a plan, which I did, because I'm a genius, this would have been much, much worse. And, okay, can we, please, I want to see if I can get this kind of out of the way and plugged in already. This is kind of, it's a little precarious, but I want it in there. Because if we get this is so bad. If we get it in there, it's going to be kind of out of the way, and I won't have to struggle to get it in later. It'd be nice. It'd be kind of nice if I had another person who knew what they were doing that would help me. And my cousin offered to come over, but that was yesterday, and I wasn't able to get this started yesterday. we're gonna go for one side at a time. What the heck? There we go. There's one side. Okay, there's the other side. Okay, now okay, I think we are in. So this isn't magnetic, is it? Doesn't look like it. Let's see if we can. Should we? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not going to screw this thing in until I've plugged in the connectors because I'm going to lose some connectors underneath here. I've already lost this one. If I can get it out, that would be great. This is my audio connector. Okay. Okay. Here's to hoping. Let's get all of our connectors plugged in, and hopefully, look at how close this PCI slot is to the cooler. Like, it's like they don't even think you're gonna put a graphics card in here. And then the right next to it is the NVMe slot. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna take that out for now. I think this one goes here. I hope I can get it in. Okay, that looks like it's on there sufficiently. Okay. We are lined up with the screws. That's good. Let's do some plugging in. Where are our case fan headers? Okay, there's one there. Let's do, we have, uh-oh. Where are you going? I should like to know. Are you going behind? Looks like it. Okay, that's good. Where can you go now? Maybe up and around. Let's untangle you a little bit here. Okay. Is that possible? I don't think so. What about this one? I have an idea. Okay. Is this a good idea? I don't know. I don't like how this one's longer than everybody else. Okay, we're gonna come up. I know, okay, I don't think this is a good idea, in fact. Is there any routing job we could do? I think we're just gonna have to deal with all these in the way. I don't know. Why don't we, let's put you through something so you're not so awful. Let's come down underneath everything. Yep. And then under this. You practically need a medical degree to do anything in a computer. You need to be some kind of surgeon or something. We still, yep. Okay. Let's see. Who has the best shot at reaching that fan header all the way over there? I have an idea. Why don't we just come like underneath here? That'd be good, I think. Yeah. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's one of the solutions of all time. That will come under here, which way I can't see. Okay. You go like so. Okay. And this one shall go. Where's the other face cam? You go right over Mya. Aha. Okay. Okay. I remember, yes, you. Who are you? USB, huh? Well, guess you'll go right there. Yep. Okay. You guys. These are the. Front I/O is just the worst to plug in. Here we go. Nineteen. Okay. So we need, let's see, HDD LED plus HDD LED minus. Go like so. And power LED plus and minus. Let's see, reset switch. Goes right there. Power switch. Power LED. LED plus is on this side. We'll do power LED minus first. If I can see it. Okay. Get in there, I say. Come on. Okay, there we go. Yep, this is right. Make sure they're all on there. Yep. Watch it not post after I'm done. It'd be in worse shape than when I started. Okay. Who are you? This is for my drive that I have, the extra one. Go like that. Very good. And who are you? GPU power. Let's get our... Did we plug in? No. This is USB additional. Let's see. I don't believe we plugged in power for the drive up there. Where are you going? Oh, it's plugged in, of course, because it's just coming from the power supply directly. Okay, we shall plug in the motherboard. Beautiful cable management job, guys, you know, as per usual. Every PC gamer loves cable management. This is like lifting up everything, so why don't we just put this on the top? There we go. Unimpeded motherboard power. Okay. You guys are still under there. This is GPU power. We can plug in our Wi-Fi card. I believe this connects to I think I just use a USB header for this. Although, I'm not 100% sure. because, well, it doesn't line up with anything else. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's make sure that everything is plugged in. Certainly looks like it. Okay. Why don't we screw this thing down and then get the GPU in last. Might as well. Well, yeah. Let's just get started on this. No. Okay. Thank goodness that this is magnetized now. Because I don't think we really have any magnetic screwdrivers. Nope. Okay. I don't know that I even want to put those back in there. I don't think it's strictly necessary. And it's gonna be a heck of a time getting them out again. Plus, I don't have a proper magnetic screwdriver that can handle this. Yeah, I think I'll just leave those out. I'll leave these screws in the motherboard box, because I don't think they're gonna go back in there very easily. And if life has taught me anything, if it's easy, it shouldn't. If it's not easy, it shouldn't be done. Okay. Right? Okay. Get. That looks better. A little bit. What a mess. Okay. I believe we have everything plugged in. So now we put the GPU in. And it'll never come out again because this is going to work perfectly. This was actually really hard to get in here. I remember that. And it was hard. It was hard to take the old one out. It's really hard to get this one in because the PCI slot is not easy to access. But I got it first try. Let's go. That was much easier. Okay, why don't we screw that down so it doesn't flip out on us while we're doing stuff. Let's see which way we gotta go. Oh, this way. Dropped screws in there so many times because of this GPU. Here we go. Where's our cover? Right here. There we go. I was afraid that it wouldn't go in, and it did. Okay. That was pretty lucky. Almost done. Okay, that should be good. Let's plug this in now. I don't like these connectors that split apart. They're really annoying. Support it from underneath so it doesn't break. Okay. Those seem to be in. Okay, I think we should be done, theoretically. Hopefully we are. Let me put some of this stuff off to the side, clean up a little bit, and then we'll turn it on, and hopefully I didn't miss any connections. Okay, all the screws are done. There aren't any left over on my plate, even though I put those two in the box again. The box. Okay. Everything looks good. It's a little dusty in here, but all part of the process. Let's put this side panel on because it's not that hard to take off. Just to tie it all together. I think these are like self-tapping screws. This case does not feel expensive. Okay. Now to plug in everything. You're coming with me. Here we go. Let's see, we gotta move this chair out of the way again. Come I'm gonna pause the video here and I'll be right back. Okay, that's pretty heavy. Okay, let's plug in everything. Watch, I'm gonna get it back here and it's gonna be like, doesn't even turn on. Oh, I forgot. I need to put the antenna back on the Wi-Fi card. Okay. Let's see. I think we were using that one for the switch. This one. This is our display port. In. Maybe we weren't using this for the switch. What? Oh. Yeah, we were. Okay. Okay. This is for the switch. And so is this. Okay, that should be everything. And we turn the power supply on. Let's see. What are we missing? This. And we'll just pop this back on here for now. I guess we could plug it in. Might as well. Watch. Just watch. When you get everything plugged in, it doesn't work the first try. Typical. Did they have LAN ports on the original Switch? I feel like they didn't. This has an Ethernet port. And I didn't recognize that. Come on. Get in there. We go. And HDMI. There. Now I purposefully have the switch off to the side so it's not covering any of the fans. You know, I didn't flip that fan around, but oh well. It didn't make that much of a difference. It was like a 1 degree difference. If that. I don't even know if it was 1 degree. Okay. Let's get you off of this thing. Let me disassemble this real quick. Okay. And pull the chair over. And now, all we have to do is pray that this is going to work. Okay. I'm just hoping it turns on, literally. That blinking light is a good sign. Okay. We have video. Very good. We're into Windows. So I did things correctly. Now, it's very loud. That's good. I don't think let's see. Okay, second monitor is working. So far, so good. Let us we're sitting at 65 degrees right now, 62, just idling. I want to turn the fans down to a reasonable level. Reasonable loudness level. So let me do that. I have Armory Crate on here, and that allows me to adjust the fans. It's so loud right now. It's like in and out, warbling electronic noise from the fans. It's so loud. It's really annoying. Well, I should probably check to make sure that all the fans are actually spinning. Let me grab the other phone here. Okay. Both CPU fans are spinning. And yes, all case fans are spinning. So everything's good in that department. Okay. Armory Crate's doing an update or something. It's taking forever. Fan Expert update. So many updates. CPU's at 65 still. Did get down to 50 something. We're drawing 30 to 50 watts of power, looks like. 30 to 60. 30 to 70. Just on the CPU. Our max temperature so far is 79 degrees Celsius. And our min is 45. I'm using core temp to monitor the Fan Expert, whatever, update all. It doesn't let me choose one specific one to update. So we started at 11:12, I think it was. And it's now 12:54, so by the time we're done, it'll probably have been an hour. That's pretty quick, actually, considering I tore the whole computer apart, basically. But I had to build it in the first place. Then I had to replace all the components to put in a new CPU and GPU. And then I had to replace the GPU. Well, I didn't have to do any of this, but this is upgrades. Like, you don't upgrade a console. I mean, you can buy a new console, but that's every decade or so. Nobody's using computer parts from 2014. 2013, in fact. And I know this is a 2017 console that I was talking about, but okay, here we go. Fan. Let's do some auto tuning. Do you hear that? It can get so loud. This is what all knock to a fan sounds like. It was on max for a little bit there, but it was loud. It says it's 12% of the way done. I'll just pick a fan profile and let it do its own thing, I think. Now I basically can't hear it. I'm surprised I don't hear any cables hitting the fans. Usually that's something I struggle with, but so far nothing. 27% of the way done. 55. We're sitting at 48 degrees Celsius on the CPU. Okay, fan tuning completed. So we'll just pick a profile. We'll do the standard profile. I think it does standard for all of them. The GPU's never been a problem for heat, so we'll just leave it so that it tracks the CPU and adjusts the case fans based on that. Let's see about running a stress test. I believe, didn't we download like firmware or something? We did some kind of stress test. That's what I did before to figure out that it was overheating. Let me look at my applications. Cinebench. I think it was Cinebench. Probably not like the ideal CPU test, but it can give me an idea of how it does. Okay. I think CPU single core was the hardest one, but we'll hit it with a multi-core first. Okay, we're running. We're immediately at the TJ max. 95 degrees. Drawing 135 watts. We're right at the TJ max, not moving, and it sounds like we're at 100% fan speed. Drawing 134 watts. Let's see. We can see if we do better than we did last time before I did the reseating. Here, I'll show you kind of what's going on here. So as you can see, we're sitting firmly at 95 degrees Celsius. That is the TJ max of this processor, which means to prevent the temperature from going any higher, it's going to throttle. Let's pull up Task Manager. Okay, we are clearly using up all of our CPU resources because Task Manager is not responding. Aha! Okay, 4.95 gigahertz. I believe 5 gigahertz is what it's supposed to be at. I think it can go at over 5 gigahertz. Let me look that up real quick. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that while here I can use my tablet. We're sitting at 4.96 gigahertz. Let's see, let's look up the, what is this? Ryzen 7 7700X 8 core. Ryzen 7 7700X specs. Desktop processor. AMD.com. Up to 5.4. And we're doing 4.95. So we're missing out on 0.5 something gigahertz. 5.4. Let's see, 0.45 gigahertz that we're missing out on here. Drawing 135, 136, 134 watts. Probably 135 on average. So, let's see. Does it say the TJ max on here? Default TDP, 105 watts. We're sitting at 136. TJ max, 95 degrees Celsius. That's what we're at. So we're sitting at the TJ max. We're thermal throttling by 0.45 gigahertz, which is not insignificant. I mean, when it's loading up the next one, it goes up to 5 point something. And it's not quiet. It's not quiet at all. I don't know if you can hear that. That is pretty loud. And I can feel it kicking off quite a lot of heat. Definitely not a problem with the Xbox. So far, it looks like we're doing worse than our previous attempts at Cinebench with the multi-core. The highest let's see. So here's what we have as comparison. The one that we're running is the one in the light orange. So it's still figuring out how many points we're gonna get. The top on this list is the Ryzen Threadripper 32-core processor. And then we are third place, basically. I think it just picks based on your CPU. But look at how weak some of the processors under us are. Like 2.3 gigahertz Intel Core i9 988H. What is that? Is that what it is? 9880H. That's a mobile chip, I think. 1700X 8 core. Some of these are really weak sauce, I think, that are sitting underneath us. So it seems like they've got like basically the best ones in this test and then some of the worst ones. Still sitting at 100% CPU usage. We're at the TJ max of 95 degrees. So it seems like, I don't know what's wrong at this point. I mean, is that normal? I wouldn't think so. And my case is not like the smallest case you can get. I think it's a mini ATX case. So it's not even like an ITX case. And I've got enough fans in there, I think. Good airflow. Something ain't right. We have a minute and 30 seconds left. Let me grab a battery for my phone so that the camera doesn't die. Okay. Okay. Let's see. You can see, this is also our last attempt, I think. The dark orange. I can't pull up the battery left on this thing. Okay. Okay. It's finishing up the last one. 18,518 is the score we got. And last time we got 18,698. So it's worse than it was. It says... Let's try a single core real quick. This is going to be much slower. We're at 76 degrees. It's somewhat loud. I can definitely hear it. Okay, we'll stop that one. So far, it does not seem like we're better off. Oh, identical system. Okay, so it's not... The one that's showing in the dark orange is not my system. It says identical system. I think. But it says it's 1.01 times faster than my system. So maybe we're not doing that bad? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what to make of the results. Anyway, let me show you real quick. Those are the results that we got, 18,518, and it says, if I mouse over this one, I think, yeah, it says identical system. Huh. So maybe we're on par, and we just you just hit the TJ Maxx all the time with this processor? I don't know. It doesn't seem right. Let me see. Let me try jumping into some kind of game. Let's try, I think, no, let's see. Let's try Forza Horizon 5, because I think that is the most intensive game that I own on Steam. Let's see. Library. I hope it doesn't need an update. Oh, it does. How long is that going to take? (115 megabits per second). 143. 120. I can totally hear the fans still. It goes, wow, 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 wow. Sorry. Okay. 27%. It says it's gonna take 4 more minutes. We're sitting at 200 megabits per second. I think my internet's supposed to be 500, but you can't expect that. I think during the day it's worse too. If you download stuff at night, it's faster because less people are using it. Fewer people. 4 minutes left. CPU is sitting at 67 degrees Celsius. 4.8 gigahertz. 11% usage. I'm using 10 out of my 32 or 31.1 gigabytes of memory. Makes me feel like 16 isn't enough anymore. But I think I should look this up. Let's look up Xbox One X specs. While this is downloading. Specs. I can't imagine it has 16 gigs of RAM. It probably has 8. Wouldn't surprise me at all. It doesn't say. Xbox One X specs. Go. Do I trust the AI overview? I don't think so. Okay. 2.3 gigahertz, 8 cores, memory, 12 gigabytes. That's pretty good, actually. 1 terabyte hard drive, of course. Yeah, 12 gigs of memory. That's better than I expected. But, you know, memory is used much better on the console than it is on a PC. Much more sparingly. You don't have other tasks going on in the background. You know, I probably haven't used this mouse and keyboard in so long. I think it's probably been like 2 months since I used it for more than like 5 minutes. Come on. I've been doing all my editing on the Framework laptop, so that's the other nice thing. I guess if you wanted to, if you have money, if you have a lot of money, you can buy a PC and then a work laptop, and that's nice. Because then you can do all your work on your laptop and not have to worry while you're playing on your gaming PC. But it's still pretty easy to play. It's still pretty easy to do work on your gaming PC, especially like, I don't know. I just don't like doing work on the device that I play on. I want it to be 2 separate things. And people boast all the time that you can do work on the PC if you buy the PC, but I don't like that. I like it to be 2 separate things, work and play. I don't want to be able to play on my, like, Framework. With the Framework, you can't really play games on it. I mean, you could do some Minecraft, but you're not going to be doing that while you're in a Zoom call, really. I think I'll do an update video on that laptop though soon, because I like it a lot. I haven't had any trouble with it at all. So let's see. We have 5 seconds left. Okay. Let's try Forza. That was a 8 gigabyte update. Here it goes. Zoom. You know what the Xbox sounds like when playing this game? Silent. We're sitting at 77 degrees and it's super loud. I've done custom fan curves too before and it hasn't. I mean, it makes it quieter, but only because the CPU is not getting enough cooling. GPU, it's doing so solid. It's at 45 degrees right now. Continue. CPU, here we go, 90, it says 98%, but, oh, GPU. What's the GPU at? No, it's not. It's lying. Forza's lying to me. Hey, we're at 41% usage, sitting at 86 degrees Celsius. we're at 5.15 gigahertz. $92 watts of power. Optimizing for your PC. Okay. Listen to how loud that is. This bugs me. It legitimately bugs me so much. And we're only at 41% usage, CPU usage. I guess we can see what we get when we're actually in game. It's so loud. It is so loud. Mm-hmm. 20%. Every time you launch Forza on PC, after an update, it needs to optimize for your PC, which takes like 10 minutes. Not something you have to do on the Xbox. There's a lot more waiting that needs to be done when you're gaming on a PC. Which seems counterintuitive, like you'd expect faster hardware to be faster. But, like, I don't even have the Series X, and that has quick resume. So, you turn off your console, you can unplug it, and you can plug it back in, and you can still jump right into a game right where you left off. And even with this One X, it's pretty good. Like, it only takes, I don't know, a minute at most to get into a game. And I got, we had an old external drive. I think it's an SSD. It's 2 terabytes. We just had it lying around. So, I mean, it's definitely an SSD, but I plugged it in, and it just worked right away. And now my games load faster too, because I'm not relying on the internal drive as much. %, optimized. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you want like visual fidelity and high frame rates, PC is the way to go, but you can get really solid frame rates, like 120 frames on a Series X at 4K. And most people are still playing at 1080p. You can get 1080p 120 frames per second on a Series S. And those are $200. And then you get 3 months of Game Pass for $60. Try out all the games you want and then get a $60 1-year Game Pass subscription at Target or whatever. Game Pass Core. So you can play all the games you want to play that you liked from Game Pass Ultimate. %, 69%. I wonder how long we're gonna sit here. GPU is at 99% usage at only 47 degrees Celsius. CPU is at 85 degrees Celsius at 41% usage. I mean, to be fair, we're locked at 85, but we're not at 100% usage. %, complete. I hope you guys like looking at my face, because this is taking forever. 90%. 91. See, I would have been gaming like an hour and something ago if I didn't have to deal with this PC. I'm sure you guys can see why I'm salty about this. Like, you spend $1,500 or more on a PC and then it doesn't work as well for gaming as, what is it, like an 7-year-old Xbox? And I'm not the only one that thinks this way. There are a lot of people, like I saw on it was a comparison video between PC and Xbox Series X, and it was Jay's 2 cents. And somebody in the comments said basically everything that I said. This was after I made the video that I made. I watched that. And he said he felt the same way. He's like, he's tired of the PC. He just can't it's so annoying that you have to do this. Like an hour of troubleshooting, over an hour for no result. Like, this is basically the same as we left it, and it's loud as can be. I mean, I guess it's nice to know that the CPU cooler is on there correctly now, for a fact. Still loading. We finished with the optimizing part, but we're still loading. I have an NVMe drive in there. I'm not entirely sure if this is on that or if it's on the... Oh, sounds like something's hitting one of the fans. Oh, it went away. Maybe that's the GPU. Okay, so we are getting into game. We are at 76 degrees on the CPU. Let's see. Just drive, I say. We are sitting at 62 degrees on the GPU. I think there's something hitting the GPU fan. That means the GPU fan was off the whole time. Even though it was at 100% usage. Okay, so we are getting... What are our settings at here? Settings. Graphics. Preset. Custom. High. Everything's on high. Extreme, extreme, ultra, extreme, ultra, medium. The ray tracing is on medium. So, here are our graphics settings. Medium, ultra, extreme, ultra, high, extreme, extreme, ultra, high, extreme, extreme, blah, blah, blah. So, basically max settings. Apart from the ray tracing. Because AMD GPUs are not known for their ray tracing abilities. And we're getting... It's so loud. It's so loud. Oh, and we're getting 144 frames, which is what I have it capped at, I think. 144 frames is good. CPU is at 77 degrees. GPU is at 63, which is good. We keep ramping up and ramping down on the fans. I mean, the game looks great, don't get me wrong, but like it doesn't look that much better than on Xbox. And Xbox One X, for the record. Last gen console. In fact, I would say in some cases it looks worse. Like some of the power lines are super ugly. They're like kind of fizzy looking. They don't look very good. 74 degrees. So, I mean, we're doing all right. It seems a little bit better than it was, maybe. Like, in terms of noise. This is just, like, the normal... This is a preset, right? So, it's not ramping up as much as I would think in-game. Let's try a raise real quick. I'm gonna have to end this pretty soon because I don't have all the time in the world. Okay, we're kicking up. When it gets to 80 degrees, the fans really kick up like crazy. And then, of course, we get stutters. Yeah. So, if you look at this screen, this is just like, that was a lot faster. That was a lot faster than on the Xbox. That's good. But it does stutter a lot more. Like, the animation's not as nice. Okay, let's destroy these fools. This game is not very good on mouse and keyboard. I usually play, like, I got my remote initially for my PC. This is alright. It's sitting at 73 degrees. I'm just not really impressed. Okay, so we're still sitting at 73 degrees. It's fairly quiet. So I'm gonna say, I mean, it's still a lot louder than the Xbox. Like, I can hear it. And when we get to 80 degrees, it like goes way up. It ramps like crazy. But I don't feel as bad about the CPU being hot now because I feel like that's just design, maybe? Like, it just sits at the TJ Max. You guys saw it. It sits at the TJ Max. I reseated the cooler. It's basically no different than how it was. I don't know if this game looks better on here. I've got it basically at max settings. I mean, and I'm even sitting closer to the screen than, I'm even sitting closer to the screen than I would playing the Xbox. Maybe it's just because I'm not noticing how bad it looks on the Xbox. I mean, I feel like I'm noticing fewer pop-in textures, but yeah, anyway, that's probably gonna have to do it for this video. I'm almost done with this race, so maybe I'll finish that off real quick. I'm gonna get like 100th place because I'm sucking with the mouse and keyboard. It's just keyboard, I guess. You can't make very fine adjustments The people look terrible in this game. That's just how that is. I don't know. This is like, it's like a high-end gaming PC. It's like second place, you know? Well, I guess it would be third place because you have the 7900 XTX, and then above that you have the 4090. But what the heck? Oh, there's a cup guy. You see that? I saw him and I was like, what? That's not how I look. Okay. Yeah, great. It's still loud as can be. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's it. I quit. I'm still going to play on the Xbox more than the PC. I'm gonna avoid this at all costs, but at least I know that it's not my fault that it's not cooling properly. I mean, if you guys saw anything, then feel free to let me know, but I really don't want to tear this thing apart again. Because it's been an hour and 20 minutes at this point. So, yeah. Not happy. Anyway, I'm shutting down the PC. Say goodbye. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.